Hey folks, welcome to Unit 3 of Typography and Layout. This is a quick video just doing a rundown on what to expect for this week or this unit. And what I'd like you to do is take a look at the instructions first. We'll be focusing on typographic classifications and a lot of good stuff in order this week, a lot of fun, exciting things that you're learning about. Maybe kind of boring with regard to the fonts that you're looking at, but I think overall you'll understand and start to gain an appreciation for them. So we have a couple things to do. Read in your textbook pages 42 to 59, and that is the classification through the letter exercise. You can also find that on the digital textbook resource, which is nice. Go ahead and look at the videos for the type classification that I posted. Gets into it a little more detail. Next, there's an exercise. Several of you have probably already completed this type of exercise or similar to that in the Font Struct website in the Digital Design Fundamentals course. What I want you to do is do the same thing, except for you are limited to just using your bricks within that Font Struct site. And I'm going to do a quick little example here in a moment, but you're limited to just squares or rectangles for use. And you will be doing 3 letters, and that's about it. Once you've completed it, make sure that you upload a picture. You can also do this in a hand-drawn format. You'll notice if you go to the website, you'll see some examples of what others have done. I go to letter. You go down to project letter forms. This is the actual exercise that we're working on this week. You'll be creating this in the Font Struct website, or if you have some grid paper around, you can go ahead and grab that out and use some markers and draft up some interesting digital bitmap typefaces. Okay, next, let's see if I can find, there they go. Here's the instructions. After you're done with the exercise for the Font Struct, or if you do it hand-drawn, which is fine, I want you to do a forum, type classification forum. This forum is interesting because it talks quite a bit about those fonts that you learned in the textbook, understanding the classic typefaces, and choose typefaces to talk about why you might be drawn to one over another. And for that forum, what I want you to do is to talk about the context in which these could be used. For example, would you use a certain typeface for a website, a novel, a bar poster, a menu, a music poster, something like that? Is it something for a wedding invite? Would you use it in a more formal context? So those are things that you can talk about within that forum. Just follow the instructions right there. And then lastly, there's a study sheet for this week or unit. So if you get through there, you've got that forum for the type classifications, talk about context, you've got the letter exercise, and then you've got the study sheet for this week. The study sheet is right up here. You can either upload this, I'm going to, by downloading, filling it out, and then uploading it, or you can download it, read it, and type right in the forum, the text form field. When you go to enter your answers, you can enter it right in the text form field, right within the submission link. So I hope that helps. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to quickly browse over to the Font Struct website right now and just show you guys quickly how to get started in this. I'm already logged in, so you want to register. That's your first and foremost thing to do. The next thing you want to do is go to My Font Struct, and most of you will have nothing. I have a couple that I've done already, which have been fun. Some of you may want to do this and go with it and have fun with it. But I'm going to create a new font struction. Start font struction. You can call this CIS 128 bitmap. Font You can call it whatever you want because I'm not going to be grading you on that part. I want you to use just the bricks that are rectangular or square. So any one of the ones you see here. Square, rectangle. Avoid any of the other ones. So the linear fonts, rectilinear fonts. So this is the baseline here. What you'll want to do with your brick is start your letter here, and I would go up to about 8 or 9. And I know I told several of you who worked on this project in the other class, it was more of a free project, that you want to go up 8 or 9, and that holds true for this project as well. So if I were to do A, B, and C, as you know, this may reflect some of those that you've already seen. And then I'm going to go down here. So that might be my A. Okay? And then that's for A. And then you go down to the next one, B. But here's the deal. You can copy and paste this. For those of you who have not worked in it yet at all, you go back to your arrow, and you can sort of invisible box select that. And then you can go to Menu, Edit, Copy. And then you want to go back down to your B. And then you go back up to your Menu, Edit, Paste. So I know I just pasted my A and my B, but now I'm going to adjust it, and now at least they're very similar. So I can use my eraser to do that. I want this B to look very similar to my A, and there's nothing wrong with me also grabbing my brick that I'm used to using, and is that my B? I'm not sure. It could be, it may not be. I may not like what I see there, so I might want to go to my eraser, erase that, and then go back up and try and find something that might work. Not sure I like that either, but a quick example. I want you guys to think about it a little bit more, and then when you're ready, you can save. You can go to preview. There's my A and B. You can work with the spacing in between them. You can also go over here and work with making them a little bit large, or typing with them. BA. AB. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do with 3-letter forms. So these are the letter forms that I want you to do your own and look at some of the examples in the textbook or on the website, the Thinking with Type website. But these are some of the examples of how you might work in this program. When you're ready, go ahead and download them. And then it'll ask to save changes. You want to save, and then it'll download. Upload what you've downloaded to the JetNet submission link. And I'm going to leave this page and just back up here. Yep, so that would be all that you would need to do for that letter exercise. Now, if you're doing it on a grid paper, I want you to draft that up with some markers. Be real careful and just do something strategic, maybe do some sketches for yourself. First, you can choose which one to do, either the online font struct or hand-drawn letter form. Make them bitmap, make them rectilinear, and look at the examples for some inspiration. And I hope that helped. So I'll see you in next week's virtual video. So again, you've got the forum, the letter exercise, and the study sheet for this week, along with some of these things you wanna review. Have a great week, guys.